Hey y'all, hey. Let's talk fragrances. I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across an influencer who said she spent $6,000 on fragrances this year. And I thought, wow, that's a lot. But I also have spent a lot of money on fragrances this year. Not quite $6,000, but probably more than I needed to spend on fragrances this year. And going into the new president, I probably don't want to spend that much money on things like fragrances. I might want to save a little bit more. Sorry, I had to make my coffee. It's early. So, I wanted to talk to you about fragrances. How many do you actually need? Well, to start with, just one. A signature scent. Invest in a good signature scent. You need to figure out what are the type of fragrances that you like. And I'm going to pull up my notes because they're the different scents and just kind of figuring out which ones work best with your skin chemistry. And everyone's chemistry is different. So I may say something smells great and you put it on and you're like, what is she talking about? This stinks. So you have to try it on and really let it rest so that you can see the top, middle, and then the base notes, what it dries down to. But some of the fragrance categories: amber. Amber scents are things like leather, patchouli, saffron, pink pepper, bergamot, cinnamon. The fresh fragrances are things like cucumber, bamboo, laundry, frost, breeze. This is probably my least favorite category. I think I only own one scent that smells like linen. That's my workout scent. Flowers are all of the flowers that you would think of. Rose, tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom. Jasmine and orange blossom are my two favorite flower scents. Then you get into the fruity scents, which are the mandarin, lemon zest, peach, pear, plum, raspberry, strawberries, all of the fruits. Woody are the cedar woods, sandalwoods, oak moss, tobacco, sage. And then the gourmand are the foods. It's your honey, tobacco, not tobacco, honey, bourbon, whipped cream, coconut, vanilla. Vanilla, also one of my favorite scents. Go to a store, go to Sephora or a department store, try on something, shop, and then come back to it and see how it smells, because everything has a top, middle, and base note. That top note is the first fragrance that you get, but how it dries down, that base note, is what it's gonna smell like on you most of the day. And most of us buy fragrances because we spray it and we're like, oh, that smells good. That top note is the first thing that you get. But when it dries down, you don't like it. It's not the same. So always go to a department store or a Sephora with nothing on. Find a scent that you think you like, spray it, and then walk around, give it time to dry down, and see if you still like it once it dries down to the base note. A good signature scent for me, the one that I started out with, was J'adore. And that has fruit at the top, mandarin orange, peach, bergamot. Jasmine is the middle. And I told you I love the orange blossom and I love jasmine. Dry down is vanilla, blackberry, cedar, and musk. That was my kind of first big girl signature perfume. I also like Coach. I think it's called Sunset Dreams. Let me see what the notes are in that one. That's a floral gourmand. It starts with a pear, ice cream, and bergamot. In the middle, jasmine. Told you, one of my favorite scents. And then the dry down is vanilla. Most of the fragrances that I have, most, not all, have vanilla in them. And that's in the base note. Dry down tends to be vanilla for me. So start out with your one good signature scent. When you're ready to move on, get your daytime and the evening scent. So you have two good signature scents. One for the daytime, one for the evening. When you're ready to invest again, I think 4 is good because you'll have a signature scent for all of the seasons. you'll have your, your winter, your spring, your summer, and your fall signature scents. Summer signature scents, always good, light and fruity. Winter tend to be a little bit more gourmand. There are gourmand summer scents, like that pistachio yum is a gourmand, but it's a very light, kind of fluffy gourmand. So that's also a good summer scent. Heavy gourmands in the summer don't really work for me. Like right now, my fave has been the Jazz Club that I just got from Replica, but I would not wear that in the summertime. It would be just too heavy and rich for a summer scent. How I make my fragrances last longer are layers of scents. Now, if you've invested in a really good signature scent, you don't want to overspray it. You don't want to waste a lot of it. So figure out what's in that base note. So like for me, generally always vanilla. And so I start in the shower, always start clean, with vanilla shower gel. I'm very dry, so I use a sweet almond oil when I first get out of the shower on my damp skin. Then I use vanilla lotion. Then I start with my fragrance. So I'm vanilla down before I lay my fragrance on top. And I have enough scents, I'll insert what I have here, that I can mix and match like some of my scents. So I may start with a Jane Rose Dulce, which is also a vanilla, and then layer something on top of that. I actually like pairing that with I Am Her by Jackie Aina or Forever Mood. So those two go really well together for me. I like that Rosie Jane Dulce because it's vanilla. It's a heavy vanilla scent, but I think it has like a chocolate in it also. Actually, I think I have it written down. So let's see. Yeah. So it is vanilla is the top note. I don't know how to say it. It's Hinoki wood is the middle note. And then it has a chocolate and a nude musk as the base note. And that kind of goes well with just about all my fragrances. So I can layer that as like a vanilla base, and then most of the things that I layer on top go well with that. The other thing that I can layer really well is the Pistachio Unsalted Perfume Mist by Sol Janeiro. That one is pistachio almond, but also vanilla at the base. You'll see a theme. Most of my fragrances have vanilla at the base for some reason. I love a vanilla fragrance. But if you don't want to invest in a lot of expensive perfumes, you can also use Bath & Body Works. Like I love Bath & Body Works vanilla, honestly. That is probably one of my favorite scents, just the lotion. I don't have the spray, but I do have the lotion and then like the body butter of that one. So you can start with Bath & Body Works also, but if you're ready to invest, I would just say figure out kind of what your good signature scent is and invest in one good signature scent and start there. You don't need to spend $6,000 on fragrances or even $2,000 on fragrances in a year. Now's probably the time to save and not spend on a bunch of things. Unless you got it and you want to, more power to you. But when you invest in a good signature scent, that's all you need.